At AIDS. It's your boy Soul Immortal. Man, I just got out the phone with a brother, man, and we were chopping it up about a variety of things, right? You know, we were talking about, the whole manifestation process. We talked about, meditation. We talked about everything under the sun, man. And then the brother asked me this question, man. He was like, okay, well, what were some of the major things you did, or what was one of the major things you did, man, that transformed your life, right? And I'll be honest, man, nobody really directly asked me that, man. And I told the brother this, man. I said, you know what? Life changed like in a major way as soon as I altered my morning routine, brothers. As soon as I altered my morning routine, brother, life changed overnight, right? And ain't gonna lie, man, like a lot of stuff that I pick up, a lot of the like new habits that I've started doing over the last, year or however long I've been doing it, is because of what I consume, right? Like a lot of things that I start doing is because I consume myself with people that are in positions that I want to be, right? And I look at their frequency, man. I look at their habits, and I just started adopting this, right? So today, brothers, I want to talk about the 3 things that I did that I changed about my morning routine, but that altered my life tremendously, right? And the first thing is, I started waking up before the rest of the world. I started waking up before the rest of the world. Now, Monday through Friday, I'm gonna wake up anywhere between 3 o'clock in the morning and 4:30. 4 o'clock, 4:30 is, right? That's just what time I get up, right? And the thing is, the first thing that I learned, man, it was almost like I was getting a head start on the day. Not only was I getting a head start on the day, but during that time, brother, whether it's in your house, whether it's in your neighborhood, whether it's in the whole region of the world you're in, it seems like the world is just sitting still at that time, right? So everything is just being processed more clearer, right? And one thing I learned about, watching, certain CEO interviews and high performance people, their interviews, I noticed that one of the major traits was people getting up, early in the morning. People that are high producers are getting up early in the morning. Even when I just think back and reflect over my whole life, man, all the people that I know personally, man, that are the type of people that sleep in till 11, 12 o'clock, their life is never really going as planned, man. Their life is never really going as planned. There's something about, if I was even able to sleep to, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, hell, even 10:30, man, I don't even know how I would function when I get up, because I would feel like I lost the whole day. Knowing what I know now, knowing that I can achieve what most people achieve, in a few hours before they even get up, but I'm telling you that is game changing. So getting up early, man, and as far as for me, man, getting up early, it's easy because I go to bed early now. I found out a long time ago, man, that and everybody's different. Everybody's different. It depends on your sleep type, your mentality, your whatever. Some people are high performers at 9, 10, 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning and can stay up late and work. I realize, brothers, I'm not as effective there, man. So now, man, if ain't nothing popping, shoot, weekday, 9 o'clock, 9:30, man, I'm putting my phone on do not disturb, and I'm clocking out, brothers. I'm done, because what I was doing for the longest, I was staying up till midnight, and I was like, you know what? I'm up for an additional 3 or 4 hours, but I'm not productive. Like, I'm not doing nothing but staring at a computer screen. So I shut it down, man. I get up, and I'm telling you, man, just by me getting up that early in the morning, game changing, man. It like gave me an advantage. And what I noticed, man, a lot of high performers, even people I follow on Instagram, man, like either hip hop preacher, I don't know if it's Eric Thomas or anything. This brother, a lot of times at 3 o'clock in the morning, he's starting IG lives. I know a few other brothers that are high performers, man. At 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 in the morning, these brothers are on IG live. And for the longest, I didn't understand. I was like, why are these brothers up so early? I mean, they're up early, and they have a room full of high performers, man. This is just how high performing people move, man. I just felt like I got an advantage. Come 9 o'clock, I get up around 3, 4 o'clock every day, and I'm doing my thing. And, you know, I take my son to school around 8:30, 9 o'clock, whatever time I take him to school. And I come back. So when I get home at 9:30, it's almost like I've won. It's almost like I've had a whole mini day when the rest of the world is just waking up. So that's the first thing, man. Wake up early because there's a lot of clarity in the air, right? The second thing is almost associated with the first. The second thing is when I get up in that morning time, that between 3 o'clock, 3:30 until about 9 o'clock, maybe 10 on some days, brothers, I am very selfish with that time. I am very selfish with that time, man. I'm not responding. When I take the time on my phone in the morning and see what time it is when I'm getting up, I see all the notifications. I see the Instagram, I see the Facebooks, I see the YouTube comments, I see the text messages. I might even see a few missed calls because my phone is on do not disturb, right? I don't even check it, brothers. I don't even look at it. I'm very selfish with that time, man. And what I do at that time, of course, I'm going to always meditate, even if it's just for 10, 15 minutes, because there's so much clarity in the air right there, man. I'm going to meditate. But brother, when I say I'm selfish with my time, brother, at least an hour of that, at least 2 hours of that, while I'm multitasking, brother, this is when I'm cramming information, in my mind. This is, I call this part of the day, this is Soul University. You know what I'm saying? I always talk about, man, how, when I'm trying to make a transition in life, but it's all about consuming yourself with that frequency. It's funny because when I go to my YouTube page, when I go to my my certain folders or videos liked, it's crazy because if I can just keep on scrolling, I can just see what the phases I was in life. I can see when I was trying to learn new technologies and I was just cramming that in my mind, all day in the morning, man. Different websites and different programs and all that stuff. I can even get to the point where I say, hey, I'm trying to leave the workforce. But all I did was cram my mind, that's all I watched on YouTube. People that were, had experienced that same thing, people that, and now when I wake up in the morning, man, I'm cramming my mind with my next level in life. Now I'm looking at those that are high achievers. Now I'm looking at those that are 7-figure producers on an annual basis because that's my next level, man. So in the mornings, I'm very selfish with that time. It's my meditation, it's just my thinking, and that's when it's Soul University, man. That's when I'm watching the CEO interviews. That's when I'm watching, the channel of the people that are high producers. Because again, it's about getting in that frequency, man. Because that's all it is, man. When we're talking about making transitions in our life, man, if people just understand that, like people are always trying to say, oh, well, what do I need to do next? What do I need? Do I need to do Amazon shipping? Do I need to start a YouTube channel? Do I need to da-da-da? Do I need to start a cleaning business? That's not what you need to look at, man. When you're looking at people and you're trying to say, you know what, I'm trying to get to that level. It's not what they're doing. And Bob Proctor said this. I believe I said this on a video a while back. It's not what they're doing. It's how they're doing it. In other words, it's the frequency that they're in, man. So without repeating that 1,001 times, that's what I'm doing in the morning, man. It's Soul University, man. And I'm telling you, that was game changing. Getting up in the morning and knocking out a few things, man, before the day even gets started. Of course, I'm ahead of the power curve. And then when I use that time to cram my mind with certain informations, brother, I'm telling you, it was game changing. It was. I could talk all day about how that changed the game. And I'll say this, brother. The third thing that I picked up, and I ain't gonna lie, man, I got this directly from Alex Becker, man. And he said this. He got to talking about his morning. He had some videos, man. He's talking about a lot of good stuff. His morning routine and a few things he's doing to make him a high achiever. But he said one, man, that played a huge part in me elevating to the next level, right? And he said what he taught me, what he showed me is not to eat in the morning. So that's the third thing I do, man. I don't eat first thing in the morning, right? I don't eat first thing in the morning. Now I may get up and make me, some tea. If I do eat something, man, I might grab me a small cup of almonds, but nothing any heavier than that, brothers. Nothing any heavier than that. And I'll tell you why. The reason it's not good to eat in the morning if you're trying to be a high achiever, right? And I learned this from Becker, is because the body is doing so much. The body is using so much of your energy. It's using so much of your oxygen. It's using so much of all kind of stuff going on in you that's taking away from your brain power. That's taking away from your productivity. And as soon as he said this, man, I called BS, man. I was like, man, I'm a breakfast eater, man. I want to go eat me some pancakes, some hash browns. And this is what I noticed instantly, man. I started tracking myself, right? On the days where I didn't eat until maybe like 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, maybe even 1 o'clock. But it was almost like I was a machine. It was almost like I was a machine, brother. My productivity was on point. My mindset was clear. My thoughts were clear. My decision-making ability was clear. My ability to relay information on consultations was clear. I was a whole different person, man. At the same time, I observed myself when I would, get up and eat breakfast. Like I would drop my son off at school some days and go to one or two of my favorite breakfast spots, man. Have me some pancakes. Have me some grits, orange juice, coffee, the whole shebang, right? I'm telling you. But when I would leave the restaurant, before I would get back home, I'm talking about a 5-10 minute drive, right? Before I would get back home, brother, my eyelids were heavy. And I would always say this, man. As soon as I walk in the house, man, I would have a whole plate full of work to do, man. So I got to do all this work. I say, you know what? Let me just chill for about 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me just shut down for 20 minutes, man. I might cut a little music on, a little 432 megahertz or something, right? Put it in the background and lay on my bed for 20 minutes. 20 minutes, right? Next thing I know, man, I was waking up an hour later. And even when I woke up, even after I woke up, brothers, I was half the man that I was before I ate that meal. The complete rest of my day was shot. I was only going to complete, maybe 40% maybe of the things that were on my list to do that day, man. If I had consultations, man, yes, I was still helping brothers. I was still helping sisters. But again, my mindset, my ability to tap into source, you know what I'm saying? It was diminished a little bit. And again, it's because when you eat a big meal, man, I'm telling you, brothers, it's taking so much away from your body. Try it one day. Try it one day, man. Wake up one morning, and even though you're hungry, man, make you something small. Maybe start off with like drink you a little apple juice or eat you a few pieces of almonds or something if you have to eat something, man, and get to work. Brothers, I'm telling you, man, you're gonna operate like a well-oiled machine. You're gonna operate like a well-oiled machine, brothers. And it's just gonna be a matter of time before you're gonna start seeing, doing these things. You're gonna start seeing your life transition because you're doing something different. You're following the pattern of highly successful people, man. I'm telling you, brothers. And even on the weekend, when I talk about sleeping in, I consider that sleeping in. So on some Saturdays and Sundays, on the weekend, it's rare that I get up unless I have a special project going on, unless I have a consultation with one of them brothers in the UK, because they're always in the middle of those are always at around 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Unless I have something like that, man, on Saturdays and Sundays, I normally sleep in. And what sleeping in for me is, as soon as the sun comes up and strikes my eyelids through the blinds, it's time to get up. It's time to get up. Those are the only days that I'm in bed and the sun is shining at the same time. Because, brother, when I see that sunshine, that's telling me, hey, you know what? That's your cue. Get up. Let's get hot and heavy, man. I'm telling you, brothers, you change those few things, man. You make those 3 alterations to your life, brother, and I'm telling you, man, your health is going to get better. Your money is going to get better. Your productivity is going to get better. And that, I don't care if you're working for yourself or if you're working for a company, your productivity will get better, man. Your bottom line will get better. The ideas that come in your mind to make money, the way to strategize, the way to build relationships, the way to do everything, man, is game changing, brothers. And to be honest, I can't believe I haven't made a video on this, because, you know, outside of the esoteric stuff we talk about, outside of the meditation, outside of the knowing what you want and all that mental stuff, because that stuff is a necessity, man. All the stuff that I talked about in the recipe, shameless plug, all that stuff is necessary. But when I easily think about, you know, what things that I do on a daily basis, or what things have I done on a daily basis to transform my life, to transform my health, my money, my ability to think clear, my ability to make sound decisions, my ability to make game-changing decisions, you know, my ability to put more money in the bank, my ability to build a relationship with me and my son, you know, my ability to make certain types of YouTube content. Everything, brothers, it easily comes down to me altering my morning routine. So yeah, those are the 3 things that I did, brothers. Hope it helps.